next up will be Kapolei High School. They're just finishing up their preset locations, and this is the breakdown for the Hurricane Marching Band, led by Daryl Agena. Drum majors are Ariana Claveria and Emmeline Rivera. 58 winds, 12 percussion, and 15 color guard.
And they have another pop-themed show. This is the music of Stevie Wonder. You are the sunshine of my life. Don't worry about a thing, Sir Duke. And of course, isn't she lovely?
They're just getting into their last few ready positions here. And we were talking about this. Kapolei hosts a very popular marching band competition.
Yes.
1 year ago, not about to this day, but a year ago, they had theirs, and there was a slight natural phenomenon that interrupted it.
Yes, exactly. A tsunami. So they're called the Hurricanes. They had a tsunami, and now they're in rain. But I think they'll be just great.
And so what happened at Kapolei High School when that warning and everything went into effect, the evacuation, the Eva Beach area in Kapolei where they're located is included in that inundation zone. So basically, a lot of the schools were in a holding pattern. Most of the buses, thankfully, were around on campus, and they had to get out in that traffic.
I know, so crazy. And I'd like to direct your attention to those props back there. Those were made by the students and the parents. And as our other schools, this is a very student-run organization. The kids really are involved in this.
And those are some really tall props.
They
I mean,
are.
look at it on your camera in relation to about the students that are out there. Let's say a guy right in front of the drums is about maybe 6 feet tall.
Yep.
That's going to be about 12, 15 feet easy.
Yeah, I think so. And they painted it. They drew everything. Beautiful job. They're artists.
Trying to bring it all into play again as this continues with our AA division. This is schools that have 66 to 100 members strong. This is Kapolei. Following Kapolei will be Roosevelt and Kamehameha Kapalama. Then we'll take a break as we get ready for the AAA division after that. But right here, we're about the middle of the AA division. In the single A division, we've already seen Aiea and Castle. In the AA went Farrington, Radford, Campbell, who we just had, and about to perform will be Kapolei High School.
And there are 80 members strong. The director, Daryl Agena, did the chart, and the music was stock, but the students, very much identified with this.
Okay, to get Kapolei High School underway, the Hurricane Marching Band, a guy that's not a blowhard, he's the voice of the stadium, Darren Hernandez.
Kapolei Hurricanes drum major, is your band ready? Kapolei High School Hurricane Marching Band, you may take the field in Class AA competition.
Let's do this! Yeah!
Impressive performance from the Kapolei Hurricane Marching Band. Really made use of their numbers.
Yes.
And the staging behind them changed and eventually ended up as Stevie Wonder. It was not like that in the beginning. It was more of like the symbols and things he likes to wear and you see.
Right, absolutely. Kapolei, when they take a field, you know it's going to be a party.
And you mentioned, we saw at times almost a whole band dance. All of that choreography was the students themselves.
Absolutely, yes. The students choreographed it themselves. The students are very, very involved in the program, according to Mr. Agena, their director, and they took ownership of this program. There's our tenor saxophone soloist. I love that there's a lot more jazz and pop being introduced into the marching band along with the choreography.
Great sound despite the rain coming down, as you mentioned. They had a sound mixer on the track, which we're thinking they're probably going to have to replace after this. But when you don't have saxophone, you just go more cowbell.
More cowbell, always more cowbell.
They were enjoying themselves for sure, getting into the spirit of things. And also the drum set. How's this for a solo?
It's fabulous. And you can tell he still has his harness on so that he can pick up his drums, his quads after he's done with this. But he's just loving it.
And you see the spray of the water coming up. It's actual rain out there. And then the group dancing again.
I mean, it doesn't even matter that there's tons of rain coming down. These guys are enjoying themselves so incredibly, and it makes us enjoy the program more and more each time.
Nothing you could do but smile, especially when you have the soloists, the different instruments coming together. This was a really deep and thought-out performance.
It was. And it also inspired the kids to look into more Stevie Wonder music and really revive that. And now they're Stevie Wonder fans.
And here, the reveal. This we didn't always see, but again, changing of the shapes.
There we go.
The different sides. And you pointed out, all painted and done by the students themselves.
Yes, they did it all themselves. It's just so incredible, the power of music education.
That was really, really something. We hope that paint was not water soluble, because it's going to be, like in the last performance of the competitive season.
Still looks good.
For more insight, let's head down to the field where our guy, Fred Murphy, is standing by.
Okay, guys, I got two seniors from the Kapolei Hurricane Band. They're both seniors, as I said. I got the flute section leader. This is Jamie, the flute section leader, and then Crystal. She's the color guard captain. Crystal, first of all, let's start with the flags in the rain. The whole dynamic changes. The weight was on the pole before, but now that it's wet, it's on the flag. How does that affect your performance?
Well, it was really difficult, especially when the flag sticks to you and you're like, oh no, that's not where it's supposed to go. But, you know, I think we really just pushed her, and you just got to push, and then it just comes out great. And we're so much more happier with the effect.
It's really amazing. You really can't tell, but it's a completely different experience. You guys, you handled it very well. Crystal, let's talk about being a senior in the band. Like, you've been with Mr. Agena in the band for 4 years. What are you going to take away as you leave the field tonight?
Well, I guess for everyone, every senior, it's like a really bittersweet feeling, and we're all sad to leave, but we're just glad that, you know, we can impact the band, and we'd like to just thank Mr. Agena so much for like dealing with us all the time for all our 4-year marches. Thank you, Mr. Agena.
Thank you, Mr. Agena. You do a great job. I know you do. Okay, and then one last question back to Crystal here. Crystal, you know, your band is known as a show band, and what does that mean to you? Because you're the one on the field and everybody claps for you, but what does it mean to be in a show band?
Well, it's just a lot of fun, and you just always have to have fun with it. And we try to build a sense of unity so everybody's having fun. And then we're proud of our work because of how fun and how much work we put into it and how entertaining it is, hopefully for all the audience.
It's absolutely entertaining. We always love the Kapolei performances. Great job tonight. Great spirit from the band. Back to you guys up in the booth.
Thank you, Fred. Again, rain not dampening their spirits. They're headed off to Anaheim for the Magic Music Days in March, and that'll be at the happiest place on earth,
Disneyland.
Debbie's trying to figure out a way to get there herself.
They'll be doing a concert and a workshop, and also having a recording session and putting it to one of Disney's movies. So it's going to be incredible for them.
All right, next up will be the Roosevelt High School, your school.
All right.
The Rough Rider Marching Band when the Trojan Marching Band Fest continues on OC16.